Well, we need to engage in the issues that are life and death issues to people. If so much focus is on how we interpret Scripture and how we disagree on issues of sexuality, we are not being the bishops that we were called to be. Issues of life and death are health issues, malaria, HIV issues, issues of quality of life and education, and an increasing issue in my nation, prison reform, where so many of our young people are imprisoned rather than going to college. But one issue that affects all of us is climate change. And unless we find a way to address this issue, which are causing some people to not be able to live, then we are not following the way of Jesus today. So I do hope that we get to those issues. I would love for people to leave this conference with as much energy around the issue of sustainability of the environment as we would leave on dealing with any of those other issues. I want it to be at the forefront of the issues that face us, because it affects so many other things, including issues of poverty and of health. One thing I like to say, even though there are many issues that we do not agree on, that is an issue. Environmental sustainability is an issue all of us can agree on. And it is an issue that when we do the things that make for a sustainable environment, we are fulfilling the command of Christ to love one another. How can we say we love those who cannot eat and cannot live because of the way we live our lives? So that issue needs to be at the forefront of it. May I add one other thing? I have been called the first African-American bishop of Maryland, and our first bishop owned slaves, as many of the Episcopal priests did. But I've said to my people that I don't want to be known so much for being the first black bishop of Maryland as the first green bishop of Maryland. It's not the color of our skin, it's the color of what we do at this point, and it's green.